finalists in the men's singles. It's Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei against Lakshya Sen of India. In fact, both of these men lost their finals to a certain Victor Axelsen, the reigning All England champion and the reigning World and Olympic champion. Well, as you can see, this is from the top section of the draw, but the second quarter. If you were with us earlier, you will have enjoyed Anthony Ginting's match against Guntapong Wangchalon, and this match is from the same section. So here come the two players, Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, the number 5 seed, leading out the two men. He was in the final here in 2020, whereas this man, the man from India, was in the final just last year. Has to be said that he has struggled a little since last year's All England Championships. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But it was a big surprise a year ago when he reached the final. Unseeded, but as you can see, this will be a third meeting between the two players. Both of the previous encounters were 3 games. The last, as you saw, was in the quarter-final of the Indonesian Masters last year in Jakarta. 21-14 in the deciding game. Chou Tien Chen won in 1 hour and 2 minutes. Well, Chou Tien Chen, remarkably, is making his 11th appearance here at the All England Championships. As you can see, he's 33 years of age now, currently number 5 on the world ranking, but did spend 33 consecutive weeks as world number 2. That was before the rankings were frozen. He was the Asian Games silver medalist back in Jakarta in 2018, and last year won his very first World Championship medal, a bronze medal, having been in 4 consecutive quarter-finals at the World Championships. I don't think many badminton fans would have begrudged him winning a first medal. He's been so consistent over the years. So this is Lakshya Sen. He is 21 years of age from Almora, which is in high altitude, about 5,000 feet on the southern ridge of the Himalayan foothills. And if anyone else has been as lucky as me to be in the Himalayan foothills, it is heaven on earth. It's a beautiful place, it really is. 19 in the world rankings, down 7 places this week, and that's because his final at the German Open last year has come off his world ranking. This year, at the German Open, he lost in the very first round. Christophe Popov, the young French left-hander. Well, our court officials from Switzerland and England for this one. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that sitting alongside me is Olympic bronze medalist from Rio in 2016, Commonwealth Games gold medalist, European Games gold medalist. Your list of achievements, Chris Langridge, goes on and on. Welcome to the All England for the first time in the commentary box.
Thanks very much, Jill, and it's a pleasure to be sat next to you, and a very kind welcome that you just gave me then.
Well, this is a remarkable first round encounter, isn't it, Chris? I mean, 2 players who since 2020 they've both contested an All England final, and the 2 All England finals that Victor Axelsen has won, he beat these 2 men. And to think they're playing each other in the first round. This is what these Super 1000 tournaments are like. They're so incredibly strong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a fantastic first round for the crowd to watch, and you know, it's an amazing first game for me to commentate on, because it is going to be such a, well, hopefully anyway, such a fantastic game with two of the best players in the world challenging each other in the first round.
Lakshya Sen, India. Chou Tien Chen to serve. Level, play.
So it is the seeded player, number 5 seed Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, the far side of the court, getting this first round encounter underway against Lakshya Sen. Oh, well, is that a challenge on the very first point? Surely not. It is.
I think, though, maybe he didn't see it because he was kind of turning on his back from where I'm sat, it definitely looked in.
Yeah, we are a long way from the courts. And here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Clearly in. Yeah, you were right, Chris.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Well,
Serve
Chris,
so up. One love.
I was saying that this man, Lakshya Sen, has been struggling since the All England final last year. I don't know if that's fair comment or not, because everyone will shout at me. Of course, he won the Commonwealth Games gold medal here in Birmingham last year. But when you look at World Tour events since his final here a year ago, he's played 11 tournaments and never progressed past the quarter-final stage.
Yeah, I definitely feel he almost burst onto the scene in regards to what you said earlier. Almost from nowhere, he became the top-ranked Indian player. He was phenomenal. He was competing with the very best. And then all of a sudden, maybe he started to realise quite how good he was and things caught up with him. And then he just struggled just a little bit and his form's dipped only a fraction. But men's singles is so competitive that he's now dropped quite a few places in the world ranking.
Oh, that's nice play from Chou Tien Chen. He's an absolutely delightful character, Chou. Speaks extremely good English. And a very physical player as well. I mean, just look at the physicality of the athlete. That's going wide. Oh, my goodness, he took that.
Yeah, I'd definitely say from watching there's a drift as we're watching from left to right. And as you said, I think that was going out, but maybe he wasn't quite sure which way the drift was taking it.
12-15.
Three all.
Yeah, second lift from the Indian player was really desperately short, and it got what it deserved.
4-3.
Oh, that's a good smash.
Service over. 4.
Yeah, fantastic placement on the smash. Just caught Chou slightly off guard.
Well, that's landed in, well into the corner.
5-4. Service over. 5 all.
Another one finds the line.
6-5. Service over. 6 all.
Well, I was expecting some very long rallies at the start of this, Chris. This hasn't materialised at all.
No, I'd say we've had one long rally, and I would agree with you. I do feel they're both just a bit edgy, just finding each other out, finding the haul out, and maybe there's just a few nerves that shot as an example, kind of to get out before they both feel comfortable. But I do think you're right, Joe. I do think we're going to have some monster rallies coming up.
Yeah, because I think they're both a style of play that they retrieve the shuttle exceptionally well, and sometimes I think that especially Chou Tien Chen could afford to attack a little more than he does. Look, he's on the defence again. It's a good lift. It's going wide. Yeah, that's the sort of rally I was expecting from the onset of the match.
Yeah, I do think we're going to get more and more of these. And I have to say, for his age, Chou, 33, he's absolutely phenomenal physically. You know, generally at that age of your career, physically, you're starting to deteriorate. But he is still incredibly physical player.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. I think it's this man who's taking more initiative so far, don't you, Chris?
Yeah, I would agree. I would say there's a fraction of hesitation from Chou. Maybe he's a bit more nervous. He's the seed. He's the person who, you know, the player that's expected to win. So maybe he has a little bit more weight on his shoulders. But I would agree with you definitely.
Sorry, so 8-all.
Oh, that's a good net shot. Yeah. You see, I think that the Commonwealth Games gold medalist, this man, Lakshya Sen, I think he has a good attack, but I think perhaps over the last 12 months, he's been a little reluctant to use it. I think he's sort of based his game around the retrieving aspect and qualities of his style of play.
I think because he kind of almost has it all, that maybe he has relied a little bit too much on his, you know, it's just sneaked out. Maybe he has relied a little bit too much on his defense. His attack is so good because his placement and his variation, and he, you know, it's not necessarily the power. He doesn't have a massive smash. He has a great smash, but the placement and the variation that he has overhead is the danger.
Missed it. So to the mid-game interval, and Lakshya Sen has the advantage, a 3-point advantage against the number 5 seed Chou Tien Chen. Victoria Cow is physio, who's always behind the court. He doesn't actually have a coach, sure.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, return their chair.
Well, the two Indian coaches, Anup Sridhar and Vimal Kumar, and Lakshya Sen trains at the Prakash Padukone Academy. And For badminton fans, you'll remember the name Prakash because he was one of 2 players from India to win the All England title. 1980 he won. Chris, you knew that, didn't you?
I wasn't actually born then. You're definitely going to defeat me this week on your badminton knowledge, Jill. You're the oracle.
12-8.
Yes, but you must have heard of Prakash.
Yeah, no, I have
He's
heard
a legend.
Of him. I've definitely heard of him. I wouldn't have known the year that he won it though. You definitely would have defeated me on that one.
Yeah. And the other man to win from India?
This I've got a good one here. This is a good one. I actually coach his son. Gopachan. I coach his son at Loughborough University.
9,
Right,
12.
there you go. That's a lovely fun fact.
His son's a very good player and a really nice lad.
Pullela Gopichan won the All England back in 2001. I suppose you weren't born then either, were you? No, you're not that young, are you?
I'd like to pretend I was, but no, I was born then.
Service over. 13-9.
No, he's pushed it long.
14-9.
Yeah, and again. And I think the reason why Lakshya Sen has pulled away now, Chris, is because he has taken the initiative. So the question is, what has Chou Tien Chen got to do to stop this?
Well, it's a tough one at the moment because every time he's pretty much given the attack away. I'd say Sen he's almost pinpointing his attack on the line. At the moment for me, okay, he's done well to win that point. Chou's just a little bit predictable. So Lakshya Sen's feeling quite comfortable. He's moving around at great speed. I say he's matching him for speed, and then when he's getting the attack, he's proving his attack. His accuracy at the moment is quite phenomenal.
Oh, that's a good neck shot from Chou Tien Chen. Yeah, now that's better from the number 5 seed. That's what I wanted to see from him. More initiative within the rally, building the rally until he's got an opportunity to play the winning smash. That lift from the forehand defence from Lakshya Sen, simply not deep enough.
Yeah, I'd say on that shot there, Lakshya is just reacting to the shot and he's trying to lift a bit. He really needs to block that, because Chou's got up there and hit a phenomenal place smash.
Oh, he's challenging that now. I thought that was clearly wide, and I think it might have even been long as well. I couldn't see the line judges are all dressed, as is the umpire, in this dark blue and black, and the way the court is spotlighted almost, which is wonderful for watching, but it means that I can't really see the line judge. Oh, well, I was right. It was wide and it was long. That's a very odd challenge.
1 challenge remaining.
Well done, sir.
Possibly could have been just to break up the momentum.
12-15.
Possibly, or I mean, it did seem quite considerably out, but sometimes you just don't quite see it right.
So the 6-point deficit has been halved.
Service
Not
over.
about power,
16,
more than placement,
one.
I suspect. Oh, yes, that's well taken.
Service
Yeah, that was incredible speed. He just read it, went for it, but I mean the speed there was this here. It's not really even that loose. Like, it's not tight, but it's not crazy loose, and he's on it so quick.
They almost seem to run into it rather than lunge towards it. It was jolly effective. That one was too tight for him to deal with.
17-13.
Yeah, that was a good net shot from Lakshya.
Great skill there, and then great finish.
Please show everybody.
And look where his feet are, though. Inside the double service line means that the lift was not of full length. A little short. And therefore the opportunity for Chou Tien Chen to play the smash. Oh, my goodness. Well, all of a sudden, it looks to me as if this man has decided that he's going to take the initiative within the rallies.
You can see from Lakshya Sen, it's just too flat, easy jump out. Definitely feels now like the momentum has changed. I think you said, Joel, it was a 6-point deficit, and now we're talking 1 point, and that mistake there was just edgy from Lakshya Sen.
Yeah, 7 of the last 9 points to this man. Well judged. 8 of the last 10 points to Chou Tien Chen. Well, each point is so precious at this stage of the game. Well left. Yeah, that's very good judgment.
19-17.
Oh my goodness, that's a lucky net cord for Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It was a lucky net cord, but I do think, again, Lakshya Sen just invited him in with that flat kind of push / lift. He's just almost teasing him too much, because we've said how Chou is such a phenomenal athlete. We see it here. That one there.
So just 1 point in it. Oh, I like that drop. Hesitation from Chou Tien Chen, and that cost him dear because he's made the error on the clear. And now it is 2 game point opportunities for last year's beaten finalist, Lakshya Sen. Oh, it's great control on the next shot from Chou. Opening game to Lakshya Sen of India.
First game won by Lakshya Sen, 21.
I'd say the way the game ended, it just was a few easy points from Chou. I think the last kind of 4 points, I think he made 3 fairly comfortable mistakes.
So their confirmation of the score, 21-18, the opening game in 21 minutes.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. On court. Second game. Level. Play.
Oh, well, he went for the net kill. He obviously wants to be aggressive at the front of the court. Chou Tien Chen. And what's your view here, Chris, on what Chou, how he should be approaching this second game? So often I think that the opening game is so important, but with Chou Tien Chen, who's known to go to 3 games so often, I don't think it's so much of an issue to him if he's lost the opening game. But he's got to change maybe his perception of how he approaches this second game. What do you think he needs to do?
2,
Yeah,
1.
I mean, physically he's phenomenal, so you know, I'm sure he's going to be fine lasting 3 sets, but the big problem will be, you know, this is a first round, so can he keep doing that round after round? I don't think anyone can with the men's singles at the moment, the quality. But he's shown in that last rally there how phenomenal his attack is. But I think he's almost struggling. That's another great play shot from Lakshya Sen, but he's struggling a little bit to find the line between being passive and almost overly aggressive and forcing it, and then making a fairly comfortable unforced error.
Yeah. Well, I think the key is that he's got to be more aggressive in general.
2.
Yeah. Biggest supporter. Victoria Cow of Chou Tien Chen. No, that's an accurate smash.
Service over, 3 all.
Oh, took that early. Oh, good defence. What a rally. It's gone wide. Well, those two defensive shots in that rally from this man, Chou Tien Chen, were absolutely phenomenal. Most players have to block the defensive shots. He managed to lift them. Wasn't able to capitalise though.
This is the thing for me. I would totally agree. The two shots he dug out, I mean, the forearm strength was unbelievable. And then the way the rally ends is such a simplistic mistake. It's like a bit of a gift. He does all that hard work to stay in that rally, and then in the end, Lakshya Sen doesn't have to. There again. And I think these are going to be the telling points, because it's going to be so hard now, because he's a set down, 5-3 down. He's just looking a little bit in and out. Some great shots, and then just some easy mistakes.
Missed it. Now that's a pity from his perspective.
Service over, 4-5.
Well, not only did he reach the final in 2020, Chou Tien Chen, he's also been in a couple of semi-finals here at the All England. The first was back in 2017 when he lost the eventual champion Lee Chong-wei, and then a semi-finalist last year where he lost to the now champion Victor Axelsen. Oh, that took courage to play the net shot off the net shot from Chou.
Yeah, the quality of that net shot was phenomenal. I mean, possibly was the wrong shot, but if your control's that good, you can do anything you want.
Missed it. Now that bothers me, because what I think Lakshya Sen is so good about is working the rally before. He's gone for a winner on his second shot of the rally.
Yeah, I'd also say he was off balance, so it's a big risk. It's a big risk.
I know it's fairly early stages of this second game, but 5 straight points to the number 5 seed. And that looked a tired shot to me from Lakshya Sen. It looks as if he changed his mind about whether he was going to play a backhand or, as he did in the end, play the round-the-head smash.
I would say Lakshya Sen looks like he's changed his tactics. He's forcing a lot now. He's almost full out attack, but the thing is, can he sustain that as in physically, but also he's forcing it so much. I mean, that's phenomenal. But
yeah, that's good.
I think the 3 previous attacking shots he's played, he lost the rallies because he kind of overcooked it in regards to, you know, hit them out. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was unbelievable. But if he forces it too much and he gives away a few gifts to Chou, he's just going to fatigue himself and possibly give away some rather easy points to his opponent.
Good net shot. That's a good lift as well. Yeah, now look at Lakshya Sen's movement there. He's tired. Not surprised with this rally. And again, look at his lunge forward. Didn't get behind that either. Brilliant! What a final shot from Lakshya Sen. Yeah, and that was rather predictable that he was going to ask to towel down. So many times he was late onto the shuttle. Just sort of flicks that across court, almost like a double shot.
Great thing there from Lakshya Sen, the way he finished the rally. He took it so early, and as you said, almost no backswing, just punched it, which gives Chou no time at all to move across to get it.
Longest rally so far.
7-8.
Oh, yes. Well, it was the aggressive style that won him the opening game. I don't blame him for reverting to that.
You see how high he was there on that.
Yeah,
Chou's on his backhand. But then the last attack for me is more composed. It's not full power, let's say. It's great attack, but it's the placement again. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, gosh, he was early there, wasn't he?
Stepped in incredibly well, predicted it here, and takes that so early. And because he's got what we call aggressive racket, he can hit any shot. He could punch it in a corner, he could almost reverse it, Chou's body, so Chou can't commit to cover it.
When you talk about an aggressive racket, it's because the racket carriage is high. He's coming forward to the net with the racket head up, above the shuttle.
Yeah, totally, and it's so hard then for your opponent to try and predict, because you've got all the options when you have that, you know, the aggressive racket position.
So he's answered his opponent's run of 5 straight points with a run of 5 straight points himself. That's a good response.
Service over. 9-10.
Yeah, that's lovely movement, isn't it? Oh, nice reverse slice. It's gone long, and it's 10-all. Who's going to have the advantage at the mid-game interval? I know it's only 1 point, but psychologically it makes a big difference. And the advantage is with last year's finalist. 1 point advantage. Well, we thought this was going to be a good match, and my goodness, it's turning out to be just as we had hoped. 11-10 second game, having already won the first.
वो पूरा 100% maybe 60-70% और वो रिकवर नहीं हो रहा to recover over. Best option is overhead से down the lanes में, लेकिन थोड़ा मुझे 3-4 इंच अंदर मारना क्योंकि थोड़ा
在发接发的时候，你就要注意。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
加油！
Well, he's a great fighter, is this man, Chou Tien Chen. So I don't think Lakshya Sen should relax at all. This is only a 1-point advantage. Still a lot of play left in this match to come. Oh, I like that flick. Endways drift coming towards us as we're looking down on the court during the rallies, Chris.
Yeah, possibly. I think from the position we're in, it's hard to get a great understanding. I can definitely see.
Oh my goodness.
Nearly.
Yeah, sorry, Chris.
I can definitely see that as we're looking, it's going from the left to the right fractionally. And it could also be a slight end drift. Overall, I'd say All England is one of the less drifty halls overall for its size, just because we don't normally have the aircon like they do in Asia, where some of the halls can be so drifty that it can be very difficult to play.
Yeah.
I do think this game is for both players is quite a big pressure game, just because I don't think either of them have quite been playing at the best level that they can play in recent tournaments. Both of them are phenomenal players, and at their best, they are two of, you know, the best players in the world. They've both been top 10, you know, but I think as of late, maybe they haven't quite performed to the level they know they can, and you can just feel each point is so pivotal, because winning this first round, it could set up a quarter-final, a semi-final. I mean, I know I'm jumping the gun a lot, but because of the level that they can both play at.
Yeah. Well, you don't get to All England finals unless you're a jolly good player, and with both of these men having been in All England men's singles finals. Oh, I don't think it needed to be that tight. Lakshya Sen was off balance. This one just needed to get it over and in.
Definitely, and I think sometimes just that tension can build, and you touch and you think you have to play a slightly better shot than you do, and again, it's a slightly cheap mistake.
Well, a 3-point cushion when you're a game, and now 15-12 up. I think it's quite significant.
It feels like the mountain's growing for a child to have to climb. But he is, you know, he's ranked incredibly high in the world because he is, you know, he's a phenomenal player. So he's come back from all sorts of difficult situations, so he easily could come back from this.
Well, I'm reminded immediately, of course, of his quarter-final at the World Championships in Tokyo last year, where he saved 5 match points from 15-20 in the deciding game against... Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was brilliant. Yes, saved match points against Jonathan Christie in Tokyo. Couldn't save the point there, though. Chou Tien Chen. How on earth did he get that back, though? Yeah. It's wide.
I feel like that could be a big point, because he had the chance to finish the rally, and the placement on the attack, this one, not so good. And he's still in a good position here, and then that is a cheap mistake. And these points are so important. Every single one of them is vital.
Yeah.
Service 14-17. Yes, change.
Chou is incredibly good at jumping out. I'll not be teasing him in the flat jump out because he's phenomenal. He's up in the air and very dangerous.
Well, I don't think Chou Tien Chen wanted to change the shuttle there, with the umpire siding with Lakshya Sen. Oh, oof. Well, I was going to say, what a wonderful return of the flick serve. It was called out, and he wants to challenge that because he thought it was good, just as I reacted thinking it was good. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Oh, no, it was clearly out. So only one challenge left in this second game.
One challenge remaining.
Going to be honest, I thought it was really, really close. But I think we are quite high up, so it's difficult to see, but it's lucky that we have Hawkeye here to help us out.
Look at that net exchange. Fantastic. Oh, there's a challenge here now from Chou.
Chou Tien Chen challenges.
My first reaction was I thought it was just out, but don't know.
Well, if I'm right about the drift, then there's every chance that they may have gone a bit long. Well, who would want to be a line judge? You, Chris? Oh no, that's plumb on the line.
Yeah.
What a good call, sir.
One challenge remaining.
No, Joe, I'd definitely not like to be a line judge.
No, I know.
It's a rather stressful job.
Yeah, and they do such a wonderful job too here at the All England, don't they?
They do indeed.
3-point advantage and 3 points away from victory. Lakshya Sen. Oh my goodness, he had 2 goes at it. Would you believe it? Completely missed it the first attempt. Still had time to have another swipe. Look at this. This is it. I'll have another go.
Thing was, the shot he actually got back before was incredible, and then he almost took his eyes off it for a fraction of a second and missed the easier one.
Oh, good defence. Beautiful. And the roar from Chou Tien Chen. Oh, that was clearly a challenge here from Lakshya Sen. And surely that was clearly in.
Yeah, I'm very confident that was in. It could just be to disrupt the rhythm, the momentum, give himself a fraction longer to compose himself.
Yeah, that's a mile in badminton terms. So no challenges left. That could be costly. Tight second game and no challenges left up your sleeve.
18. Play.
Nice. Look at the intensity.
Full out attack from both players now.
Yeah. Short. Yeah. That's well played by Lakshya Sen.
19-17.
I'd say that was quite a tense rally from both players. A lot of the lifting was, I'd say, front line, very short.
points away from replacing the second round for last year's beaten finalist, Lakshya Sen. Oh, that was a good smash. Oh, that's a good lift.
That was an incredible lift considering how tight that net shot was.
What a rally again. Yeah, that's well worked. And this man, Chou Tien Chen, using the full width of the court. I have felt earlier on in the match, Chris, that sometimes his attacking shots are not near enough the lines, so he's not moving Lakshya Sen enough. But that time, much better.
Yeah, and I think that's why Lakshya Sen, he just snatched at that last shot, slightly mishit it, short lift, and Chou, in that position, he's far too dangerous.
Crucial rally. Oh my goodness me. Would you believe it? A first service error from either player in the entirety of the match, and it gifts match point opportunities, 2 of them, to Lakshya Sen.
You could just feel the tension as he was serving the Chou. It looked uncomfortable.
Short. One of the match points well saved. Another one remains, though, for the Indian youngster.
Is there going to be any kind of mind games on this last point with the serving? You know, players just served in the net. Is Lakshya Sen going to make him wait? Is he going to try anything?
Match point number 2 for Sen. He's done it. Last year's beaten finalist Lakshya Sen beats Chou Tien Chen, the beaten finalist from 3 years ago, and he beats him in 2 straight games. 21-18, 21-19, the margin of his victory.
Match won by Lakshya Sen, 21-18, 21-19.
Umpire confirming that scoreline. 48 minutes in total for the victory, and the number 5 seed, Chou Tien Chen, is out in the first round. Well, it was one of the toughest first round encounters when we looked at the draw on paper. And what a good match it turned out to be. Well, in all honesty, I think Lakshya Sen, well, he took more initiative within the match, and his attacking play was more accurate. He found the lines and the sides of the court a little better than his opponent. And he's through to the second round. Their confirmation of the scoreline, 21-18, 21-19 in 48 minutes.
Thank you so much. Just 1 second. Thank you.
So welcome back to the Utilita Arena here in Birmingham, formerly known as the National Indoor Arena. And after that men's singles, we turn our attention to women's singles. And it's Gregoria Mariska Tunjung of Indonesia up against Lina Kjærsfeldt of Denmark. Well, this match